Lesson 3-7, Integration Statistics, Measures of Central Tendency. In this lesson, you learn to find and interpret the mean, median, and mode of a set of data. And let's take a look at this real-world application, charities. The table at the right shows the top 10 charities in amount of contributions in a recent year. When analyzing data, it is helpful to have one number that describes the entire set of data. Okay, numbers known as the measures of central tendency are often used to describe sets of data because they represent the centralized or middle value, thus the word measures of central tendency. Three of the most commonly used measures of central tendency are the mean, median, and the mode. Okay, this is a little bit of a review from 6th grade and 7th grade. So let's take a look at the first one. The first measure of central tendency is the mean. Okay, the mean of the set of data is the sum of the numbers in the set divided by the number of numbers in the set. Meaning, say we simply have to add all the numbers in the set. Okay, to find the mean, find the sum of the dollar values and divide by 10, okay, of the numbers in the set. So we do that. Add up all the numbers on that table right over there. 726. Add them up all the way to 211. Divide that by 10. Okay, you find the mean, which is $368.2 million. Notice that the amount collected by the Salvation Army is $726 million, is far greater than the amounts collected by other charities. So after finding the mean, which is $368.2 million, okay, you analyze the set of data and know and look at 726 as greatly higher than all the numbers in the set. Okay, so which means which indicate, I don't want to use the word mean. Okay, which indicate, because the mean is an average of the several numbers, a single number that is so much greater than the others can affect the mean a great deal. In extreme cases, the mean becomes less representative of the values of the set of data. So in this case, okay, the mean will not be a good representative of the set because you have a number that is way out there. Okay, later on. We actually learned this last year that we call this outliers, but that is another lesson. Okay, so it does not fully represent our set. Let's take a look at the next measure of central tendency. Okay, the median is a set of data. So the median of a set of data is the middle number when the numbers in the set are arranged from numerical order. So we get the numbers, okay, and arrange them from greatest to least value. Okay, and if you notice in our median there are 10 sets, 10 pieces in the set, and 300 and 395, 355, okay, are the 5th and 6th pieces in the set respectively. So which means this: if there were an odd number of dollar values in the middle one would be the median. Okay, so if there were probably 9 of these, the middle one would be the median right away. But since there is an even number of dollar values, the median is the average of the two middle values, which are 395 and 355. Okay, so we do these two values. We add the two values and we divide them by 2 to find the median, which will give us, okay, 375. So the median in this case is 375. Okay, notice that the number of values that are greater than the median is the same as the number of values that are less than the median, which simply saying that if the median is 375, the numbers greater than the median is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The numbers less than the median are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So you have 5 numbers greater than, 5 numbers less than the median. Okay, and let's take a look at the last measure of central tendency. The last measure of central tendency is the mode. The mode of a set of data is a number that occurs most often in the set. So, to find the mode, simply look for the number that occurs most often. And if you notice in this case, okay, back to our charities, the mode is 407 because this is the number that appears most often. Okay, so you have 407 as the mode. But it is also possible for a set to have more than one mode. For example, if you look at the set of data 2, 3, 3, 4, 6, 6, it has two modes, 3 and 6, because 3 and 6 appear most often in the set of data. Okay, and based on results on the charities, data has $368.2 million as the mean. The median is $375, and the mode is $407 million. And as you can see, the mean, median, and mode are rarely the same value. Let's take a look at example number 1. When the Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776, George III was a king of Great Britain. After George III, Great Britain had 7 monarchs before Queen Elizabeth II was crowned queen in 1952. The table to the right shows the number of years that each monarch reigned. Find the mean, median, and mode for the data. So you have these years that each of the monarchs reigned, 59 all the way to 15, George VI. Okay. Again, first things first, let's find the mean, add up all the numbers, divide by 8. Okay. End up with 23.625. The mean is 23.625 years. Let's find the mode. Okay, sorry, the median. Arrange them from least to greatest this time. And if you notice, we still have an even set of data. So 10 and 15 will be added and divided by 2. We'll get 12 and 1/2 years. So why do you think the mean and the median are different? Which value, mean or median, do you think is more representative of the data? And let's analyze this. Okay, you have the data ranging from 1 all the way to 63. Okay, we can probably indicate that 1 is an extreme value, okay, to the set, but you have 7 and 9, okay, and 10, but you also have 59 and 63. So 1 can be considered extreme, but not that extreme, okay, and you have a mean which is 23.625 years. But if you look at your mode is 12 and 1/2 years, and the mode is very close to one of the extremes, which is 1. Okay, so if the mode is close to one of the extremes, which is 1 in this case, okay, the mode does not best represent your set. Okay, you want to find a number that is centralized or in the middle. So in this case, 12 and 1/2 years is not that middle, so mode does not represent the set of data. The mean would be best representative of our set. Okay, so that's the reason why the mean is better in this case. Finally, the mode, there is no number that appears exactly once. So each number appears exactly once, I'm sorry. So therefore, there is no mode in this set. Let's take a look at the last example. Take a look at the 7-leaf plot. Shows the population data for 20 largest cities in the United States, okay, to the nearest 10,000. Find the mean, median, and mode of the set of data. And if you look at our set of data right here, okay, you have a standard leaf plot and you have 3 dots in the middle. Okay, the only reason why there are 3 dots there is because since it would be inconvenient to list every stem, we have used dots to indicate that some stems are missing. Okay, so in this case 35 to 72 is missing, and also it also means that there are no leaves for those stems. 28 to 33 are missing, and they also do not have leaves, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's move on to what we need to do, find the mean, add the 20 values, and then divide by 20. Since the sum of the 20 values is 2,791, the mean is 2,791 divided by 20, okay, or 139.55. This represents a mean population of 1,395,500. Okay, because if you look at the legend or the key, 8/8 would indicate 880,000 people. So these are in thousands of people. Okay, sorry, 10,000s of people. Median, okay, for the median, since there are 20 values, okay, the median is the average of the 10th and the 11th values. Counting from the top down, you'll find the 10th and 11th values are 79 and 74 if you count from the top going down. So 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 79 right here, okay, and 74, sorry, this one and this one. That becomes the two middle values. Okay, so with that in mind, the average is 76.5 because you add 79 and 74 divided by 2. Okay, which means that the median is the median population is 765,000. Okay, finally the mode. There are 3 entries for 63. Excuse me. Thus the mode is 630,000. Okay, and that is the end of our lesson. On Google Forms or My Big Campus, type a summary of what you've learned by responding to the objective of the lesson and type a question you may want to ask in class about this lesson. Thank you.